areas. And of course, the Youth Economy Agency is a sponsor for Youth Unplugged. And what we do here is highlight the young people, the millennials in particular, those younger, who are making strides in the various fields of endeavor on the island of St. Lucia. Now, with me today, without further ado, I shall interview because we do have a lot to speak about. And my guest today is Miss Kimberly Findley. She is a woman making bold moves across business and youth advocacy. With close to 10 years of experience in the administrative industry, Kimberly brings precision, professionalism, and purpose to everything she does. She's the proud owner of Armor Bearer Virtual Assistant, a company offering services in admin support, small business consulting, social media management, and corporate event planning. Kimberly's impact doesn't stop there, though. She's also the founder and president of Uncommon Girl Alliance, a powerful faith based organization that empowers women and girls to rise above life's challenges through faith, entrepreneurship, and personal development. An unwavering youth advocate, Kimberly has served with organizations like the St. Lucia National Youth Council and the Shrizel Youth and Sports Council, using her voice and experience to help shape the future of our nation's young people. Hailing from Davos, Saltibus, oh, I love that place. Kimberly balances business, leadership, and downtime with family, anime, K-dramas, and a good book. So we are about to have an inspiring conversation that will explore her journey, her mission, and what it means to lead with purpose. So, Kimberly, welcome to Youth Unplugged. It's a pleasure to have you here. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Miguel, for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
All right. First of all, just tell us a little about yourself, your background in terms of course, we know you're born in Davos, Saltibus, schools you went to, and then we'll get into our questions.
Okay. So, hi, everyone. My name is Kimberly, but my friends call me Kimmy, and I am from the community of our Saltibus. If you know Saltibus well, you know it as the land of Shabins. I grew up in that community from birth, and I attended the Saltibus Combined School, the Schwitzer Secondary School, and then later on I attended the A-level college in Viewport.
Hail up. That's my old school as well. I hope it was Lewis House.
I think it was, I'm not even sure,
Okay,
but the
it's not
Yellow
Lewis.
House,
That's
the
all
one
right.
that was not the best.
All right. Yeah.
So that's where I attended. I did 2 years at UE, but unfortunately I had to drop out.
Mhm.
But I attended the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College where I completed my degree in social media management.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. All right. That's fine. Okay. Now, you spent nearly a decade in the administrative world as per your bio, as you said.
Yes.
What drew you to that field and what's kept you passionate about it over those years?
It's due to my job. So when I just started in 2016, I was fresh in that industry, and based on the office that I work at, it required me to have graphic designing knowledge.
Mm.
And one of my friends, big up to Mr. Nickel Gustav, he's a graphic designer and he mentored me. So basically, I had to self teach myself some designs, and he also guided me as to what to do. And from there, I gained so many skills. I got to network with quite a bit of communities and committees as well, organizations, get to attend events. So I got as many skills as I could. And this is how Almabera came about. I was given these services for free. I have quite a bit of friends who own businesses, so I did offer the assistance for free, but then later on the line that changed.
Okay. Well, you did tell us how it started, right? So, but tell us more about Bearer Virtual Assistant. What makes it stand out in today's business environment?
It came about during the time of COVID. I realized everything was being done online. However, prior to that business, I owned a business called Kismet Blossoms, where I prepared snack bouquets. So your favorite snacks would be arranged in a beautiful bouquet. Most persons didn't want to touch their snacks. They didn't want to take off the beautifully designed, and it was not as profitable as I hoped due
Mhm.
to many things happening. And I was like, "Oh God, what should I really do?" It was actually God who gave me the idea. I went on a fasting, and one of the stories, it was about King David, who had an armor bearer. An armor bearer is someone who prepares you for battle. So he helps get your sword, your shield, your helmet in order, so you're secure to go into battle. And then I was like, you know what, just you have all of these skills, just name the business armor bearer because you're actually being an armor bearer for business owners.
Okay. All right. So in terms of the services that you provide, tell us some of the support that you have provided in the past with Armor.
Through armor bearer, our services, social media management for sure, graphic designing is one of my favorites to do. Administrative duties is actually aligned with my day-to-day job, and the corporate events planning is actually on the back burner because I do have some experience in corporate events planning, but due to time,
You have a
it's
full
I'm
time
not
job.
yes, I'm
Yeah.
not committed to go full force with the events planning. However, I have been providing that service on a minor scale for some of my friends. Yes, but
Uh,
my number one service is the graphic design.
Graphic design.
Yes, and
Now,
then social media management.
2 points. First, you stated that COVID was one that really brought you that
Yes,
give you the realization you could move into that type of business. It's not, I won't say it's funny, but funny, ironic is that a lot of our guests, particularly last weekend for it COVID, during the period of COVID was when they actually decided to get into their own business.
right.
How old are you, by the way? You didn't ask.
I'll be 13 June.
13 June.
Yes.
You still have 5 years to go before you get that
Yes.
youth threshold. And number two, I think it's true. I've been in the media for going on 50, what year are we, 2095?
Yeah,
Yeah,
20.
so yeah, 11 going, yeah, yeah, 12, going on 12 years here, right? And what I found interesting is that over the past 10 years or so, you have found a lot of women, more women going to what they've been male dominated fields,
Right.
graphic design being one of them, videography and these things. So kudos to you
Thank
for,
you.
having it as a passion and really, really doing well at it. Now, you're also the founder and president of Uncommon Girl Alliance. What
Right.
inspired you to create that space? What impact has it had so far? So you could tell us about it and, of course,
No,
what
not
inspired
a
you.
problem. If anybody knows me, I have been a church girl my entire life. But growing up it was a bit difficult for me. I was being bullied when I was younger because of my faith and where I stood. You know, I wanted to stand my ground. I knew exactly who I wanted to be, and it was not something easy for the other young persons because they were more promiscuous, drinking, party, and they didn't understand why I was in that same
Mhm.
circle as them. So it was a bit tough to understand um, why is she so set apart. So it was not easy for me, and there was no community with the same standards or belief as myself. So you know what? I was like, okay, I should definitely create something where other young ladies could feel safe enough and know that it's okay to be set apart and to thrive and to do what you have to do. So Uncommon Girl Ministry, but due to registration purposes, we have to change it to Uncommon Girl Alliance.
Okay, of course,
Yes.
ministry, you have to
It
register
sounds
as.
like a church. Yes.
Well, the good thing is that you get duty free. Okay, so tell us more. How do you operate? How does the Uncommon Girl Alliance operate?
It's actually virtual.
Mhm.
Currently, we have a WhatsApp group platform. We've been in establishment for 6 years. Yes, quite a bit of time. And from Mondays to Fridays, I share weekly devotion. Surprisingly, the target was teenagers. However, my group comprises of young ladies, young ladies from the age of late 20s all the way to the 60s.
So what does that tell you?
That it actually shows me that you're not too young to welcome older persons or to have older persons look up to you. I've literally had these ladies tell me I look up to you because when I was younger we did not have that kind of community, and they've evolved sorry, in their faith. It's non-denominational. We do not um, seclude it only for a specific denomination. So that in itself opened up even a wider
Mhm.
door for other persons from various backgrounds to come in and to have a relationship with Christ.
We have an endorsement here on your graphic design acumen, and that's from our guest last week. Good afternoon to you, Yasma. Good afternoon. You're a wonderful guest. As she says, you are an amazing graphic designer at that.
Thank you, Azzy.
Yeah. Okay. So reminding folks that you can join the conversation. If you have any questions for my guest, Kimberly Findley, you could send us a WhatsApp at 724 0008, or you can come get onto our live stream on the official page of Radio Caribbean International on Facebook. Now back to my guest. You offer a wide range of services, admin duties, event planning, graphics, social media consulting, and the works. How do you manage it all
Organization. If you're not an organized person
and
and self,
stay on top of your game? So
yes,
you can manage it, but
you
give
have
mediocre
to.
output. So let and stay on top of your game. So how do you manage
Yes.
that?
I'm a planner. So I do put everything down in my content planning. I have my Google
Just can
Calendar.
I say one thing, please?
Sure.
Every time I have a guest who speaks so organized, I wish I want who says they're so organized. I wish that they could mentor me because for me, I prefer to just wing it.
Wing it.
I wing
Oh
it.
my gosh. I can't. I'll get anxiety.
Oh my!
It has to be planned, Miguel. If it's not written down, I will forget because I have so many things to remember.
Mhm,
So as soon as someone, even I'm feeling sorry for my friends.
mhm.
Literally, my friends will have to schedule a day for us to meet to have lunch. Recently, I had lunch with one of my friends, and it took us 2 years to actually properly
Wow!
meet. And we live close by. It's not like we live far apart.
Wow!
So for my client, I want to do the best of my ability as it comes to my services. If it's not top notch, I do not send it out. So I will work diligently on it. I give everybody undivided attention. I do not take more than I can chew because
Mm,
that's one thing as a business owner, especially if you have a full-time job and you're running a small business, you do not want to take on too many things just because of money. You have to do it because remember your work speaks about you when it's out there. So I cannot design a flyer and then it's out there and someone like, who did that? Right? I want someone to say, wow, that's a great flyer. I want somebody to do this for me. I would like this person to do the logo for me, my business cards, etc. So as soon as you see my work, it speaks for itself. And majority of my clients, they're referrals. I don't even have to market.
I wish noise. I wish I could go speak to some of the guys I used to work with when I was in news because I would tell them I would get really bad as the term they would use. Um, when I watch the news at night and I give particular instruction, you don't see it for it's not
Right.
it's as the story is not portrayed they want. So I would all get on. I kept telling them, listen, you're supposed to be like me. You either sit at home or in a bar, you're lying in somewhere, and when that report comes on, even though your voice is not on it, you need to be able to say that's my work.
Right.
So, and I like that. Kudos to you on that
Thank
for
you.
that.
And it's likewise for the graphic design industry. You could tell whose work is which.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
if Miguel Duplessis puts out a flyer, I know it's his work. If Miguel Gustav puts out a flyer, I know it's his work.
If
If
Ted Sandifer puts on a flyer,
you
we
know it's
all
his
know.
work, if Jermaine Martin puts out his flyer, I would know it's his work because we all have a signature as to
That's
how we
good.
design.
That's good. So
Yes.
you should have brought some of your work for us to see. But before we get into our next segment, and take over from our sponsors, just can you give your contact details, your social media handles, so that anybody who's interested in your services can reach out to you. So let's go.
Right. You could also put it in the chat. My name is Amabera
Um,
Va on Instagram. And for the women's organization, it's You Girl Ministry underscore
ARMORBEARE dot
dot VA.
VA VA.
Right. And the
That's at right. That's Instagram.
yes, Instagram.
All
Both are
right.
Instagram.
Uh-huh.
The other is You Girl Ministry underscore.
You, the letter U?
Yeah, just the You Girl Ministry.
Okay. You Girl Ministry.
Correct.
Okay. UGIRL Ministerial, sorry. T3
Ministry underscore.
underscore.
That's it.
That's it, folks. So you heard that? I'm going to read out to you for those of you trying to make contact. On Instagram, it's Armabera. That's at ARMORBEAR .va on Instagram, and You Girl Ministry, UGIRL MINISTRY underscore. We're going to take it away from our sponsor, the Youth Economy Agency, and get back into the second half of our interview with the lovely Kimberly Findley.
Finley.
Findley.
It's a hard name. It's not
And we're back to today's episode of Youth Unplugged with me, Miguel Fevrier, and my guest, Kimberly Findley. You know, I'm going to be forgetting that surname, that surname again. All right, so next question. Outside of your work, you said like you enjoy K dramas, anime, and reading. What's your current obsession or must watch show?
Currently, I am looking at Criminal Minds, and as I've mentioned, I have so much to do. Imagine it takes me probably a week to finish watching one episode.
All right.
It takes some time, but it's a way I get to get a breathe and unwind from my day-to-day tasks.
So do you
Yes.
like go to bed, fall asleep watching it, trying to watch it,
Yes, trying
and
to
watch the
watch
episode over and over and over
right.
again?
I go to bed
I
falling
think that's you
asleep.
and everybody else now in this video on demand age.
Yes,
Criminal Minds.
Criminal
Any
Minds.
any reason, any reason that attracted you to Criminal Minds? You just started watching.
No, I'm
Oh,
rewatching it.
oh, you
Yes,
rewatch it.
I'm rewatching it because there are quite a bit of seasons that I
Mm-hmm.
have not catch up to. So I'm rewatching it, and I like to profile. I'm really good at observing and reading
We are,
places.
we are, yeah, yeah.
So I'm expanding on my skill.
It's interesting actually. Watching those shows, we know that there's a lot of in those procedural shows. There's a lot that still stems from the reality, but
Yes,
it does give you some insight into because they're all based on actual
uh,
profiles of. So you
right.
do like get some insight. I found
Yes,
myself psychoanalyzing and profiling people over
yes.
the years having watched those shows, so I know exactly what you mean.
And
Like,
it's good to watch something that you get to learn
mhm,
something at the same time. It's not
mhm.
only about entertainment. Even with the Korean dramas, you get to learn
Oh,
their
that's what K
culture.
dramas mean.
That's my K
I'm an
drama.
old man. Sorry.
Korean drama. You get to learn about their culture, their fashion, the way in which you're so polite to others, their business mindset. So you get to learn a
Oh,
lot,
so
not
you have
just
mentorship. You have mentorship on
yes.
Netflix.
I'm looking at everything. I'm not just watching just for fun.
Ah, okay. All right. Um, any message to young women and girls listening today who may be struggling to find their voice or direction, or message or messages?
For our young ladies who are trying to find some kind of direction, a way of purpose, I would admonish you to just seek out somebody you trust or a community of other young women who you could look up to. I do not recommend young persons to be with the same age group
Mhm,
as themselves because you don't get to learn as much. Surround yourself with women who are older, women who are business mindset, women who have already experienced certain things that they could pass on to you as well. So you could see that with probably your teachers, small business owners, if you're going to church, somebody within your congregation, you just really link up with them and see how you could just elevate yourself. You don't have to be too fast paced because when I was a little bit younger, I wanted things now.
don't we all?
Now, like the microwave effect, that's what I wanted. But then I realized that God gives you everything in due time.
Mhm.
Just take your time and do what you have to do, and He will provide the rest for you.
Okay. So you're going to tell us the 30-year-old up to you for advice. Don't tell us
No,
like just
surprisingly,
say.
they come to me because with them, they keep letting me know my mindset is above my age. The way I think, the way I speak, is a little bit above my age. So I guess that's why.
How about the young men right now? Do you have you sought to even provide some sort of influence to them? They could,
Actually, yes, I do get young men who approach me to speak about certain things, especially at my job place. Sorry, I do get all sorts of age groups coming in. And the thing about it, I'm not sure if it's written on my forehead. As soon as somebody meets me, they will just give me their life story, speak about what they're going through, and I have to just be listening and not speak because that's all they need, somebody to listen to them. So I would get young men come in and let me know I'm struggling with it. How can you
mhm,
assist me with that? Especially when it comes to jobs. They're because men have to feel of a sense of purpose, like
mhm.
they're important in society, and if they're working, that's already a diminisher. For them, that's a no-no. So that's one of the big challenges.
Okay. All right. I was just trying to read the words in your face to see if I'll give you my life story. All right. So your business. First, in fact, I'll give our sponsors a plug. Have you sort what do you know about it? Economy
I'm
Agency?
actually going to be a recipient of the youth economy grant. I'm in the last stages.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yes.
really? First, tell us how you got to know about the youth economy and how you apply, what the process was like for you.
Again, because of my job, we actually have to assist young persons in gaining all of these resources. So I first heard about the MSME, but I'm
Hmm?
not of age
Yes,
to
you are. You
receive.
are of age. You're an adult. You are of
Yeah, but
age.
they're giving you this
No, you are of age.
age
It's just that.
range.
Oh, it is
Yes, there's an age range for you to receive the MSME. So the youth economy is for my age
15 to
range.
35,
Yeah.
but I'm sure that the MSME, I don't think there's a limit. I think that if I recall, and I have to go, the upper the threshold, I think is maybe 65 or something.
Yes,
So,
but it starts, I think, at, is it 30, 31 or something around there?
oh,
But I'm not
right,
yet.
right, right, right. I get forgetting, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not yet.
yeah.
See? I'm not yet at that level, even if I do sound like it. But I'm not there as yet. So I was like, okay, that does not allow us to apply. So I applied to the youth economy. It did take some time. I applied since last year, but then I had to re reapply because I think they're getting so many applications
Right.
that it gets some information gets lost in the email,
Yeah,
especially if your email, some person's email addresses go to the junk mail or
mhm.
spam. So yes, and from there it takes a little time, but it's a process and actually teaches you to have patience.
Patience. Yeah,
Yes.
and that's what the business world itself is full of so much red tape and bureaucracy. So
Yeah.
you have
So
to.
they're not just selecting you just because you applied. I believe they do a thorough background of your business, see how it's going to be beneficial to persons within your community or wherever you're established. So
And of course, it's a trading aspect and everything.
yes, there's a but again, I guess since I'm at a certain level already, because I'm a very
No,
like 4 years already in
no,
existence.
no, there's also trading in the areas of marketing and all
Yes,
other
I
things.
applied for marketing and
And business plan.
select
Don't
me.
worry. I know Christopher, everybody at the youth is listening right
Okay.
now. Now, and you see, you give them a positive plug, so you're probably going for your application. See where that is.
But it's a really good program, and but at this time I think they place it on a hold because there's a huge
Yeah,
backlog.
I think there are different how do you call that? Different waves of groups. Um, the youth economy agency. I really can't stop saying how jealous I am of you.
And persons are actually not even being interested in it. There's a free training for the agro processing. I think it's to how to teach you how to grow mushrooms, and they specifically wanted males. The
Mm.
guys are not interested in that, but the young ladies are very eager for the training because it's free. And you get a certificate after, and then you get to do your own farm. You can even apply through the youth economy to actually get that done.
Yeah.
But persons, I don't know.
It's funny the disparity between the males and females in St. Lucia, particularly when it comes to advancing themselves. It's the gap is wide. A lot of female friends, people I speak to, they're either studying, they do part time, they have their own business working on the side. I'd like to encourage our young males, considering the worrying statistic that the perpetrators and victims of violent crime over the past decade plus have been young men majority. But it's in the CMO's report. So we need to try to find ourselves into more constructive platforms and areas to keep us out of trouble.
Right.
We have someone says no sound, but I doubt that is the case. Tassa C. Daniel says go Kimmy.
Hi, Taz.
Kendra P. Didier.
Hi, kids.
And of course, I suppose that's your sister because she says go sis. Christine Kiki Finley.
Yeah, my sister-in-law, all the way from
Sis-
Zimbabwe.
Oh, is it your sister-in-law?
Yes, she's in
Oh,
Zimbabwe
in
right now
Zimbabwe. Oh,
watching.
good afternoon, Christine. So now we have some public questions for you.
Wow,
See if you can
let's
answer them.
go.
Early mornings or late nights?
Early mornings,
Why?
please, because that's when I get up to devotions.
Okay.
Yes.
My mind's more active at that time anyway. It's it. Your go-to comfort food after a long day.
I love pasta.
Ooh.
I'm a vegan, by the way. So
Accept
pasta,
my condolences.
salad, pasta, salad, anything to do that, I'm fine.
Okay. All right. One app you can't live without.
Pinterest.
Pinterest. Oh, that's interesting and different. That's nice. Tell me why. I think I know why, but tell us why.
Did you see my outfit today?
Okay.
I got it off Pinterest. Almost everything that I need done.
Glasses, hairstyle.
The hairstyle, no, my aunt combed me, but from my blazer down.
You gotta give me your aunt's number. Sorry, Joe and I just took your aunt's number.
So from my blazer down, it's one of my outfits pinned. So from business ideas, remember I mentioned Disney Blossoms?
Mhm.
This is where I got my idea.
Oh wow,
Yes,
interesting. So you are using it for constructive means.
that's
You hear that,
right.
young people? Okay. If you could collab with any entrepreneur or creative, who would it be? And that's
That's
a hard one.
difficult.
I think this Japanese song.
Yeah, that is difficult because I really want to collaborate with quite a bit of
Well,
persons.
give us a list. Tell us why. We have a few minutes.
So, Javin Mati for sure, he's a graphic designer.
Mhm,
Um, for videographer, there's this gentleman named Javon Murray.
mhm,
He's really, really good. I think he works with St. Lucia Times. Him, um, Dejan Charles,
mhm.
quite an amazing videographer. I'm actually working with a photographer. She's a client, Alberta, because herself. So these
She's
are
responsible for all those pictures I see on social media.
yes,
Ah.
yes.
All right. I understand why you want to.
Well, she's a client, so I'm the one managing her page. So all the nice setup, Kimmy. Yeah, that's
All right. K drama you'd recommend to anyone, no questions asked.
Crash Landing on You.
What's it about?
It's about a soldier,
Mhm,
South Korean soldier, and this beauty influencer, but then she gets lost in a storm. She went on this, how do you paraglide in the
mhm.
sky?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
in the sky, and then she got lost in a storm on his turf
Mm,
in the army. And then
sounds
she
like a love
literally
story.
crash landed on him.
Sounds like a love story.
Yeah, so it makes me cry. I've never cried watching a series before, and this one made me cry.
Ah,
Yes.
wonderful. And final question. Final question. 3 words to describe your journey so far.
Tough, blessed, and evolving.
But that was faster than all the others. Oh my, I thought that would be a hard one.
No.
All right. So give me any last final thoughts you want to share. But before we do that, we we have quite a few people before we get to your final thoughts.
Okay.
Okay, Sunshine GR Henry Yard says, great job, our beautiful Kimmy. Proud of you. That's Joya. I hope I got it right, Joya.
Yeah,
Joya C.
Joya.
Charles.
That's my
Right.
best friend.
Okay. Hi, best friend. Yasma says the hard right, Kimmy. I'm with you on the Pinterest app.
Right. Share
And
that, share that.
Claude Raymond says, keep up the good work, Kimmy Kim.
Thank
And
you.
Yasma one more time says, doing great things in the community of Saltibus and Swazel.
That's right.
All right. You know the Shabins run things nowadays. All right. So, Kimmy, because final thoughts, final words for our viewers and listeners right now.
I just want to thank my circle. Without them, I don't think I would be sane enough to continue doing what I have to do. I have a really good support system. They're almost all
Shows welcome
are
as in full
here.
force.
Yes, I want to give special thanks to my mom and my family. Special thanks to my boss. Let me tell you, I have the best boss ever. He allows me to have
Call
a
his name.
business.
Call his name.
Honorable Bradley Felix.
Brad. Don't worry, here's my boss.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much for always pushing me, always pushing me to do my best, always pushing me towards many opportunities and endeavors. And I want to thank him for that, for allowing me to have a job within a job. And you see, I still get to do my
Mhm.
9 to
I think
5.
it's only because he said I was the host. He sent you there. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me.
And I would like to say special thanks to my partner. He actually helped coordinate my outfit. He's always like, babe, you have to keep a standard.
Nice.
So special thanks to him
Partner,
as
not
well.
husband.
Not yet, we're getting there.
Get in there.
Yes.
Okay. You know that I'm setting up the weddings. Yas was last week. This one is yours.
Yes,
Partner, I hope you're
we're
listening.
receiving it in Jesus' name.
All right. Okay. Well, this has been Youth Unplugged with me, Miguel Fevrier, and my lovely guest, Miss Kimberly Findley, soon to be Mrs. Somebody.
All right.
And she is, I need to make sure I get everything right. So you are the owner and president of Armor Virtual Assistant. All right.
Yes.
And the founder of president of Uncommon Girl Alliance.
Right.
And you are into, tell them what you're into before I don't want to miss anything. So as we close, tell them what you're into.
I'm into graphic designing,
Number one.
social media management, administrative duties, corporate events planning.
All right. And those of you who want to find out how to reach her, you can go look at our live if you missed it at our live official page of Radio Caribbean International. where I did place all her social media handles so you could reach out to Kimmy when you need her services. Once again, this has been Youth Unplugged, brought to you by the Youth Economy Agency. You can catch me this Sunday from 3 p.m. on RCI for Golden Grooves, your trip down memory lane. And I'll be back with you next Wednesday for Let Fly and Thursday for Youth Unplugged. Have a wonderful afternoon and see you this weekend.